Hello gamers. Today I'm going to show you the top 15 best offline mobile games for Android and iOS of 2025. These games are not only fun and exciting, but also have amazing graphics, sound effects, and gameplay. Whether you're looking for a fast-paced shooter, a tactical strategy, or racing and adventure, there's something for everyone in this list. So enjoy the video. Sport Car 3 Taxi and Police. This one's a stunning driving game where you'll drive your car in a huge open world. The game features 8 different modes, including racing, hunting, parking, cargo, and more, where you enjoy the real driving experience. Also, you can personalize according to your preferences. In addition, the game features local multiplayer support through which you can play this game with your friends without the internet. If you want, then you can play as a taxi driver where you have to pick up passengers from one point to another. Overall, it's a great offline game. Imposter Hide is an Among Us themed horror game where you're the last crewmate on a spaceship, and your mission is to complete all the tasks without getting caught by the evil imposter. The game has 3D high-quality environments similar to the Among Us game, where you can explore every section and complete every task, which is 100% similar to the original game. Overall, I really liked it. I'm impressed with the 3D graphics and really enjoyed playing this game. International Mission. This is an action shooting game that features pixel art style graphics. The player's character is a hero resembling Rambo who shoots hordes of enemies, passing levels and missions. There's a large selection of weapons and infinite ammo. Weapons can be bought for money, which is given as a reward for murdered enemies. Locations are designed in the style of modern cities, mostly port and industrial areas. The hero has to run and jump on their own, as well as use vehicles that they can't control. Overall, it's a fun game to play, and I'm sure the game will. Police Patrol Simulator. This is an offline driving simulator game that features a big open world. In this game, you'll need to patrol the city in search of offenders of the law that are breaking the laws. There are people who drive drunk, people who go over the speed limit, and those that cause accidents. It's your duty to apprehend these people and issue them tickets as you decide the appropriate fine fee. The 3D graphics in Police Patrol Simulator are pretty good, and the controls are really simple. Overall, it's an addictive game that lets you experience the day-to-day life of real cops. Half-Life 2 is a single-player first-person shooter in which players control Gordon Freeman, a scientist who is forced to battle against increasingly unfavorable odds in order to free mankind from the Combine. The game features a thrilling campaign packed with unprecedented levels of immersive world-building, boundary-pushing physics, and exhilarating combat. The content of the game is divided into chapters. In it, you will take turns playing in different areas, defeat the array of the Combine, and find allies. Also, you'll have plenty of puzzles to solve. Draconian is an action platformer game with retro pixel art graphics where you'll explore an amazing fantasy world and fight against orcs, wizards, and many other various enemies. Throughout your journey, you must traverse the wildlands, survive dark underground caves, escape orc dungeons, and defeat epic bosses. In addition, the game features a very good storyline where you can easily immerse yourself. Overall, it's a great game, and you should definitely try this one out. Summer Catchers. This is a parkour platformer where you play a little girl who wakes up in the middle of winter, realizing that she's never seen summer. So, she uses a car to race through the hills of the wintry forest in search of summer. However, the journey won't be easy. You have to drive through shadowy forests, dark swamps, vast valleys, and underground cities. Also, you will encounter obstacles in larger-than-life situations. Overall, this is a unique arcade game that mixes racing, story, rhythm, and puzzle elements all in one. Path of Evil. Immortal Hunter is a classic action RPG made according to all the canons of the genre. As a player, you have to travel through various dungeons and clear different mobs and bosses. After clearing the dungeons, you can sell the loot and buy new equipment from merchants. The characters and equipment are very well drawn and aesthetically quite pleasing to play. This game is also similar to Diablo in terms of styling and setting. DvG Conquering Giants. This is an imaginative twist on the classic story of David and Goliath, where you're a shepherd boy armed with a simple yet powerful sling, facing off against Goliath and all his minions. They're sneaking through the green pastures, lurking in the woods, and prowling in the caves. If you defeat these foes and find yourself on the battlefield in the Valley of Elah, the game features 6 different levels where you will fight giant Goliath and their minions in different environments like forests, caves, and in a dark land. Overall, the game has great graphics and good controls. The Return, Forbidden Throne is an action RPG game set in a stylized Burmese fantasy world. The game has two different modes where you'll fight cursed corpses and original Burmese game characters across lots of challenging and unique levels. However, it's not an open world game. You can only move and fight in limited spaces, unlocking new regions after clearing each one. But overall, it's a great game with some great graphics. Vikings Valhalla Saga. This is an offline action game where you will take on the role of a warrior in historical times. You'll start from an island where you'll explore and learn different techniques of survival. You can roam around a large open world and hunt animals. You can use a horse or ship to travel from one point to another. Also, you can hire your warriors to attack other cities, which will make you more rich and powerful. Overall, it's a decent game that you can progress through level by level. Grand Truck Simulator 2. Now, this is the second part in the Grand Truck series. This time, you'll not only have to drive on the highway but also repair and maintain the truck. If you're an aspiring truck fan, you should check this game out because you get to learn more about trucks in each level. The game is also full of possibilities. It has an open world, you can use the GPS, inspect your vehicle to keep it in perfect condition, and on top of that, you'll check the tires and wheels, change the oil and coolant, and more. Bike Baron 2. This one's a wild motocross racer packed with ingenious tracks for your inner daredevil. It's similar to Bike Baron 1, but the graphics are way better. The game features tons of new levels, and each of them has various traps and winding paths. The physics in the game are really cool, it has some great crashes and mega explosions. Navigate monster jumps and hazardous contraptions, mixing platforming and puzzle elements to spectacular effect. Bike Baron 2 offers tight physics, and pixel-perfect controls. Cyberwar, Cyberpunk. This is an action RPG with a Souls-like combat system. It has some rare features, like the ability to play offline, a feature few action RPGs have these days. Additionally, it has a decent story, easy controls, plenty of character customization options, 16 unique epic boss fights, and a relatively light touch on the free-to-play aspect of the game. In the game, Dashero, Archer Sword Master. This is a hack-and-slash roguelike action game that takes place in a fantasy land, where you will head into battle armed with a sword and magic to vanquish your foes. As you explore the numerous mazes and blast your way through dozens of enemies, you'll find different skills that can be combined to achieve various results. Along the way, you will encounter and fight some powerful bosses, including a giant snowman. These battles provide the toughest challenge and make for a nice change of pace compared to battling through the hordes. Overall, the game has brighter, cheerful art style graphics,